Hi friends, welcome back to the channel Ernest Lectures. In this session, I'm going to demonstrate how to write C programs in Dave C++ IDE. So Dave C++ IDE is an integrated development environment tool. So this Dave C++ tool can be used to edit and compile C and C++ programs. And this Dave C++ supports GCC based compilers. So now let us write a simple C program using this particular IDE. So to write a program, go to this file menu, click on that file menu option, there select new. In this new option, select source file. So here it is an editor. You can write the source file here and it is untitled. So now we are going to write the source code. I'm going to display a hello world message on the console. So to write the program, first we need to include a header file, that is #include open angular bracket, that is lesser than symbol, followed by stdio dot h. Then close this angular bracket. So here stdio.h is nothing but standard input output dot header file, and this hash symbol is a pound symbol, followed by we are going to include a standard input output dot header file in our program. The next line is the main function. So here integer main, followed by open and close parenthesis. Then enter. Open this curly brace, open and closed curly brace. Within this, we are going to write the programming logic of this program. So here, I'm going to display the message on the console. So we have to make use of one of the predefined functions, that is printf. So here I'm going to write the message within the double quote. And each line should be terminated by a semicolon. Next one is get ch, the function get char. Next one, return 0. So that is all about a simple structure of the C program. So here we are going to make use of a printf function. So this function is can be referred from this header file stdio.h, and we have to include one more header file #include ponyo.h. So here get character, this predefined function is referred from this header file ponyo.h. And after successful execution of this program, this function will return 0 to this main function. The program will return 0 to this main function. So now we have to save this source file. So to save the program, have to go to this file menu. So in this file menu, we have the option save. Click on this save option. So here, first we have to create a folder in any one of this drive. So I'm going to select a D drive to create my folder. So here, click on this particular icon. So create a new folder. So I'm going to create a new folder, say for example, program in C. Program in C language. So that is the folder name I have given here. So you can give any name as a folder name. Now click on this particular folder, double click. Now within this folder, I'm going to give a file name. So type the file name, say for example, hello world. Hello world is the name of the file and followed by .c extension. So you have to save the file with hello world.c extension. Now this file name hello world.c is going to be stored in this folder name program C. So this folder is available in this D drive. So under this D drive, we have created a folder program C. So within this program C folder, I'm going to save the file hello world.c. Now click on this save button. So now the program has been saved in the name hello world.c. So now we are going to compile and run the program. So here you have a list of icons. This one is used to compile the source code and this one to run the program. And here you have the options for both compile and run the source code. Okay. So now I'm going to compile the source code. Click on this particular icon. So now the program has been successfully compiled and we have got an file name that is hello world.exe. It is an executable file. So after this compilation of the source code, we have given a program name with .exe file. Now we are going to run the source code. So just click on this particular icon that is run. So when I click on this particular button, we can display this message hello world on this output screen. Okay. So now we have received this message. So in this program, we have displayed the message hello world on this output screen. So now we'll see the structure of the C program. So here the first line hash include stdio.h. So this is one of the header file. So this is a preprocessor command that includes the input output header file from the C library. So we have a list of header files available in this C library. So all these header files need to be referred according to these predefined functions. We are going to make use of this. We are going to make use of that predefined functions in our program. The next one is integer main. So the main function is the entry point of this every C program. The program execution will be started from this main function. Next one, open curly brace. So this is the beginning of the main function and closed curly brace. That is the end of the main function. So next one, within this main function, within this open and closed curly brace, we have written the programming logic. So here this printf is one of the predefined function. The printf function is used to print the data on the console. So we have displayed the message, hello world. This is the data we have displayed on the console. Next one, get ch. So this command waits for any character input from the keyboard. Okay. So when you execute this source code, if you want to see this output screen, you have to give this get ch command. Then after entering this particular character from this keyboard, we can come out of this output screen. Next one, return. So return 0. So this command terminates the C program and return 0 to the main function. The last one is the close curly brace, that is the end of the main function. So this is the basic structure of a C program. Now we will write a simple C program to add two numbers. So to write the program, you have to create a new file. So go to this file option, click on this new button, then select this source file. Click on this option, source file. So now we have untitled editor. So in this editor, I'm going to write the source code. So first one, hash include stdio.h. Next one, hash include conio.h. Next one, integer main, then open and closing curly braces. So here, first I'm going to declare the variable. So here integer a comma b comma c or sum. I'm going to add these two numbers and store the result in the variable sum. So here, this is the syntax to declare the variable. So here I am going to read two integer number. So I have declared the variable as integer and I'm going to store the result in this variable sum. So for addition of these two numbers, I need three variables. A and B are used to read the value from the user and the result is stored in this variable sum. Next one, I'm going to convey the message to the user to read two numbers from this keyboard. So printf enter two integer numbers. The last line, each line should be terminated using a semicolon. So here in this printf statement, enter two integer numbers. The message should be given within this double quote. Next, I'm going to read the value. So I'm going to make use of a predefined function, that is a scanf. Scanf is the function to read the value from the user. So here, within this double quote, I'm going to specify the format specifier, that is %d, %d, close the double quote. After that, do this comma, then ampersand a, comma, ampersand b, followed by a semicolon. So here end of the line should be terminated by a semicolon. So here in this scanf function, the first format specifier %d indicates ampersand a, and the second %d specifies the second variable ampersand b. So here this ampersand symbol specifies the address of this variable a. So we are going to store the value in this particular memory address. Next, I'm going to do the calculation. That is a plus b is the answer. So here I'm going to add these two numbers and I'm going to store the result in this variable sum. So sum equal to a plus b. I'm going to add these two values of a and b and store the result in the variable sum. Now I'm going to display the result. So printf, the addition of two numbers, the addition of two numbers that is a and b, that is format specifier %d and %d equal to %d. Next one, we have to refer the number of variables, that is a comma b comma sum. Last, to give semicolon. So here I'm going to display the message like the addition of two numbers. The first %d refers the variable a, and second %d refers the variable b, second one, and the third format specifier %d refers the third variable sum. So here the addition of two numbers a and b is, you can say, is the value stored in this variable sum. So here sum is the variable which holds the value of addition of a and b. Next I'm going to write get ch, next one return 0. Okay. So that is all about a program to add two numbers. So next we have to save the file. So go to this file menu option, click on this save. So here I'm going to save the file in this folder name called program C. So here addition of two numbers. So here ADDITION program name .c. So addition.c is the program name. Now click on this save button. Now the program name has been saved as addition.c. Now we have to compile the source code. We are going to compile the program. So we have compiled and we have received an exe file, that is addition.exe. Next we are going to run the source code. So here I'm going to run the program. So here enter two integer numbers. I'm going to read two integer numbers. Say for example 10. This is the first number. Next you have to enter this enter key button. So here click on this enter button. Next you have to read the second number. The second number I'm going to read 20. So here again enter this enter button. Now we got the result. The addition of two numbers 10 and 20 is 30. Okay, so this is the result that is displayed on the console. So here in this addition of two numbers in this program, we have included a header files stdio.h to make use of these predefined functions printf and scanf. So printf and scanf functions are used to read and display the data from this console. So here the main function has two parts. The first one is the declaration part. We have declared the number of variables. So here in this declaration, we have specified three integer numbers. Next, this is the logical implementation of the code. So here the first line is we give this message to the end user to read two numbers, and second one is the scanf function to read the value from the end user. So we are going to read two integer numbers, and the numbers are stored in this address. So to specify the address, we have given ampersand A and ampersand B. And the percentage D is the format specifier for integer number. So the first percentage D refers ampersand A. Second percentage D refers ampersand B. So here in this scanf function, the format specifiers should be given within these double quotes, then close the double quote, then comma, then we have to specify each variable one by one. So here we are making use of two variables. So we have given two format specifiers. So next one, we have read the value in this variable A and B, and we are going to add these two numbers, and we are going to store the result in the variable sum. So now the result is stored in this variable sum. We want to display the result to the end user. So here I am going to give the message that the addition of two numbers followed by the format specifiers that should be given within this double quote. Here it is starting double quote and it is end of the double quote followed by comma. A refers the first specifier. B specifies the second format specifier, and sum is a third variable that is specified by this third format specifier, that is percentage D. After that, we have to include this get character function to read an input character from the keyboard. And last one is return 0. So after this successful execution of this program, the program will return 0 to this main function. Okay, so that is all about the program of addition of two numbers. And in this session, we discussed the concept, how to write the simple C program, and what is the basic structure of a C program, and how to write a simple C program to add two numbers. Okay, I hope you understand the concept very well. So in the next coming session, I will describe more concepts from this subject. Thank you.